What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. It was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or, if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. But the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two, that it's just easy. It's easy to use. And I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you could download it now on, go to anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay?
Hey, I don't know how long the video is going to be. I am back. I don't know how many days I'm even going to be working this week, to be honest. Like yesterday I should have been back already, but just ever since a couple weeks ago, it's just not feeling right. And not much I can do, like, honestly, myself, except for maybe some extra steps, which is, pretty accessible to me, which is like the heating pad and, icy hot, stuff like that, and rubbing stuff on there. I mean, I've been taking Epsom salt baths. I mean, I think I took 4 Epsom salt baths and took 2 or 3 showers in the past 2 or 3 days. So it's not like I'm not trying to, like, take care of myself. I honestly don't know what it is, because when I notice that my body is hurting, it's just like a building up thing. It's not like I hurt myself, because if that were the case, of course I would say, hey, I hurt myself right here and this is what happened. But it's not how it works for me, and for some reason, do not know why. Yeah, giving it a go. Next options are, from what I know of right now, is I'd have to, do like the work thing and fill out paperwork through them and all that other stuff. I don't know the other steps, honestly. All I know is the last time anything happened, it took a very, very long time and left a very sour taste in my mouth, to be honest, to go through the whole process and to be shot down the way it happened. But I have to deal with what I have, so if I have to go through that same process and I already know the results, I just know that at least the first time was documented. You know what I mean? That's all I could say. And me, knowing me, of course, I didn't even get started getting ready. Knowing me, I can't like say, hey, I'm hurting, this is how bad it hurts and all the other stuff. It's like, no, like, I'm gonna say, hey, my back's bothering me, but obviously I'm still gonna work until I can't. I mean, I don't have no choice. I mean, I have like 7 hours left, I think. Yeah, I think like 7 hours left to be able to take off. If anything happens, which is basically not enough, so I'd have to show up to work and then leave early, honestly, because if I don't, then I would get a point added. I believe it's either a point or half point, I'm not sure. But regardless, I do not want to have to go through that, so I would just show up. And then, yeah. But just having the issues with my back, having back spasms just randomly, and even laying down for the past 2-3 days. I mean, you ask my kids, like, they probably thought I was trying to sleep or something. I don't know, but I slept so much more. I've laid down, rested. I didn't like lift anything. Took baths. I mean, took showers. I tried to do as much as possible, and in the end, I'll only be able to know how it feels is when I get started. So right now is not a bad indication, but for me right now, it's kind of good that I'm able to actually stand up fully, which that was kind of an issue. Able to bend over for the most part. Can't really like do it fully like I normally can. Normally I can, like, I don't know, almost put my head to my knees, I guess you could say. That's how closely I can bend. But with my back hurting where it is, I have to bend my knees, and I can't bend and get far down that. Well, I can go that far down, but regardless, it hurts. That is one of the things I know my doctor told me. He's like, do this, this, and this. I did it. He's like, wow, you're like a very flexible person. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's a bad thing. I'm like, oh, what do you mean? Like, thought that was kind of a good thing. He's like, well, no, if like a gymnast, if he gets hurt, it's kind of worse for them, I guess, because they're very flexible to begin with. So an average person would probably maybe take longer, but it's not as defined, and it might not as hurt as much either. But for me, it's a continuous process, trying to stay limber at all times, thanks to Zombieland, I guess you want to say. But yeah, it's helped out a lot. But when it hurts a lot, not much I can do. So tonight, I can't go through the whole night. I have to try to bear through as much as possible, and see where that leads me tomorrow. And yeah, I know this video is probably pretty boring. It's not to be negative at all towards anybody or anything, or even the situations. Just realities. Not much I can do is my options. And it sucks. Like, it sucks, because having more options is a lot better than not having as much options. And I don't have that many. I don't know if there's like an emergency type thing that Walmart does for this type of stuff. They don't, because I know of, a couple people that got hurt, not even just at Walmart, but just, hurt in general, and the process they had to go through, and whether or not it worked out for them, that's not in question. But like the stuff that they had to go through, I had to go through the same thing. So like, having to just be out that whole time sucks in general, if I have to go through that route. So hopefully, it's just a little tight. I'll be able to get home, rest, maybe even take another bath, go to bed, rest again, go to sleep, wake up, rinse and repeat, start feeling better. That's all we can hope for, right? That's all I can do, you know, for myself, honestly. I mean, it's not like I can just go in to see a doctor right away. I mean, it probably could, but it's probably not the best time to do that at this time, honestly. All the precautions and everything else, I'm not even sure if they do walk-ins, honestly. I'm not sure. But regardless, I gotta do what I gotta do. See how it turns out. I hope you guys had a great weekend. If you're going back to school, hey, study hard, do great in college. That's all you can hope for. And yeah, do great for yourself. This is my first video, and it sucks that it has to be like this, honestly, for the beginning of the year. But there's not much I can do about it. I have no control except for my own actions. Now it's just waiting for my body to respond. Hopefully it works out. We'll see. Keep you updated. Peace out.